Hello, Hofstra fans, and welcome to the W. Mason Coach Report with head men's basketball coach Mike Farrelly. Mike, how are you this morning?
Hey, Stephen, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Well, we are in the month of February, and you know what February means? Hofstra basketball winning games, and your team is on a 5-game win streak. What can you give us your takeaways from the Wilmington sweep?
Yeah, well, let's hope we keep winning some games. Wilmington was a great weekend. Obviously, to go down there without Tariq Coburn, and have other guys step up and really have team efforts throughout the entire weekend. Different guys stepping up in different situations. Kevin Shutta with some really big minutes. Omar Silverio with some key buckets. Throughout the roster, guys stepped up and made plays and made winning plays, and certainly what we needed to be successful on the road.
Yeah, and one of the guys that was the big part of your wins over the weekend was Isaac. Really had a strong game, both games, and 21 points on Sunday. What did you see from him in this series?
We kind of understood that he was going to have Wilmington's not the biggest team. So we knew he was going to have some advantages down there. And then they were switching a lot as well. So he had even better matchups at times too. So we knew it was going to be really important for him to lead us on the interior. He's such a skilled scorer down there. So he did a good job. He picked his spots, in terms of how to operate down there. Second day, they tried to start taking charges on him. He made some good adjustments with that. But he's such a stabilizing force for us down low. He did a great job scoring, and especially down the stretch in game two when we needed him.
You talked about Tariq being out for the weekend, and then you just mentioned Omar's contributions. It can't be overstated. What he gave you guys this weekend, 17 on Saturday, 10 on Sunday, really were the keys to the weekend, wasn't it?
100%. Came in like he didn't miss a beat. Made a couple of early shots to give us a little bit of a lead on Sunday, and certainly throughout the entire game on Saturday was really, really good. So so he was terrific. It's good to have him back. First of all, it's good to have some healthy bodies back because we played a couple of those weekends. I know the one half against Northeastern we were down to 6 guys, but 6, 7, 8 guys playing that way basically for the entire month. So good to have a little bit of depth back, and certainly welcome to glad to have Omar back to give us a little bit of firepower off the bench.
And then the guy that constantly gets never talked about and goes out and scores nearly 20 points a game, Jalen Ray. Let's talk about Jalen Ray. Another solid weekend from him. Kind of does everything he does real quietly, and now he's up to 25th all-time in scoring in Hofstra. What more can you say about Jalen?
Yeah, it's funny, these guys with the under the radar careers, and you look back at, I don't know if people realized how good Elijah was, until later on. You say, wow, Elijah's, top 10 all time in scoring, and now Jalen's in the top 25, and the way that he stepped up and improved this year, he's been great. And like you said, it's 17 points, 19 points, 21 points. It's 4 rebounds, it's 4 assists, it's 3 steals. He's doing everything. So he's been great. Key buckets, and look, he's being keyed on the other end too, because people know he's our leading scorer. So he's always facing really good defenders. He's facing some double teams. So it hasn't been easy for him, but he still continue to be consistent and a stabilizing force for us. And again, when we need a key bucket, it's normally him that we're going to, and he's came through a lot.
Speaking of being a stabilizing influence on your team, Kayvon Kramer has been a incredible addition to your program. Obviously, you guys saw something special in him when you were recruiting him, and the story has been told over and over again. But the story's getting better and better at this point. He really had a strong weekend, back-to-back career highs. Thoughts on Kayvon and where he's developing as a player right now?
I think the first thing was, and it started last weekend against Towson with making some threes. He's made them in practice throughout the course of the year. He's gotten so much better in that department, but it really hasn't translated into games until then. And now you come out and you see, he made one early against Wilmington on Saturday as well. And, that just gives us another force and opens up his game so much with everything else that he's able to do. But, he's such a great energy guy. He always plays so hard. Needs to be a little bit more consistent in that effort defensively, but he makes all these plays that stand out. You need a key block when Okoro is driving, when he's matched up one-on-one from the high post, he comes up with it. 2 minutes to go, and he gets that tip dunk against Wilmington to put us up by 3. Just making key plays, and all based on how hard he's playing. He's such a wonderful kid. He's got such a great spirit, and we need that energy and that effort from him that's what our team needs, and he's been a great, as we've kind of made a little transition and gotten on this 5-game win streak. He's been better. He's grown in that role and what he's needed to do, and he keeps improving. He's really putting the work in the gym, and it's showing.
And you just touched on it, a 5-game win streak, which came on the heels of a 3-game losing streak. What has changed from the 2 streaks?
Yeah, a lot just energy and effort and playing hard all the time. And we still have lulls here and there, and every team's going to have lulls in college basketball, right? Long game and easy for teams to make runs, but just the way that we've approached games, the way that our energy has been starting from, the bench and what the bench has been like, staying involved in these games, and then just understanding that we can be good and we can win all these games, but we have to play hard. That's the minimum. Effort and energy are the 2 non-negotiables. And if we start with that, we can be really good. But you're not going to beat anybody if you're not playing hard and playing the right way. And so we've done a better job with that, and certainly need to continue that as we head into February here.
And as you head into February, you have one of your oldest rivals, Drexel, next up. Give us your thoughts heading into that series.
Really good team, led by Cam Winter, excellent point guard, as good of a point guard as in this league. I think he's really improved, excellent passer, shooter, scorer, so fast. So he can just do it all for them. Obviously, James Butler, they're big guys and excellent player. He's had some really good games against us in the past, really versatile. And then Zach Walton is kind of their 3rd star, and he's playing really, really well, shooting the ball really well this year. He's had some good games against us in the past as well. So they're veterans. Obviously, they're an older team, experienced, and very, very good. They've lost a couple of close ones, so I don't think their record really indicates how good they are. But they are a really good team. They got some shooting around those guys, and a tough-nosed, hard-playing team. And we'll have to be really good this weekend to try to get some victories.
Well, Mike, we wish you good luck this weekend against the Dragons, and we'll talk to you again next week.
Thank you, Stephen.
And thank you, Hofstra fans, for joining us in the W. Mason Coach Report with head basketball coach Mike Farrelly.